Hi everyone. I am just doing a quick video check in the background that it's gone live streaming to my YouTube. Because I have a funny feeling, oh bugger, it's going to my Psychic Roz live stream as far as the YouTube goes. Bugger. Oh, there you go. I'm just going to paste that into here. I wonder if that works. For those, I'm just going to go over to my rosboundy page. It is there. Okay, I'm just going to try this. Try this direct link. Try this YouTube for the link for my live stream. I've actually connected it to the Psychic Rods channel, not my rosboundy one, which is, oops, I've got to work that one out. And I'm actually live now on that one, so a bit interesting. Be interesting to see if anyone's going to go over on that one as a live stream. And I do have the chat on there, I think. I'm just going to check that. So just me pressing some buttons again. Most of you who join me certainly know that I do try this out occasionally. So there we go. It is saying I'm live there. So that's all right. I'll leave it. And thanks for popping in. Good morning, Rachel. And good morning to Carol. Oh, good evening, Rachel. Yes, that's right. You're over in Southampton. No, I do know. I know I've seen you writing it before. Good morning, Carol, and good morning, Nat. Funny you should ask about the hand. Yes, I've been fiddling around with some of the strapping and trimming up and the rest because it's starting to get a bit tatty. I've still got the couple of weeks to go with it on, so. And I actually washed my hair with it this morning, as in I didn't protect it, so it's wet at the moment. Yeah, that's interesting too, but I've got a good scratch up with my hair because you can do that with them. Now that they're feeling a little better, I've still got a couple of weeks and it might still be another month even. I don't know yet. My next specialist appointment is the 11th at 11 a.m. An easy one to remember. Good morning, Tracy. Oh, wonderful. Congratulations on your 31st wedding anniversary. It's lovely to have those milestones, isn't it? And sharing time and space with loved ones. Good morning, Kim. Somerset. Oh, was I far off? I hope it was Somerset. And I don't even, I really would like to get a map of the places where I know each and every one of you are. So is that southeast or middle or north? I can't remember. Somerset. No, I just can't remember. I'm going to have to look it up, aren't I? Google map it. I know. Good morning, Rena. Oh, that beautiful sunflower. Beautiful. And I did notice, Carol, that you've got a couple of little emojis. It's the beautiful dragonfly lady, and you've got a pink. I'm going to let it scroll up. The pink flower one. Yes, gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. So it's an hour away southwest. Yep. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember if we went through there when my husband at the time, he's no longer here, and he's an ex anyway. He was an ex. But anyway, yeah, we went down southeast somewhere, but I can't remember the places and names. It was so long ago. And hi, beautiful Sandra. You're in fine form today. It's going to be a fabulous day. Absolutely going to be a fabulous day. Sandra, I just really loved it to be able to just really wash my hair properly. I was sick of putting a plastic bag on it, and after an appointment yesterday, I thought, nah, the hand's good enough. I can take it off for short stints. It's amazing how weak your arm actually gets when it's in some sort of brace like this and relying on that support. It still is weak as far as I'm not meant to do that, the flexing that we do. I'm not meant to because that affects the thumb, which is still with a tendon that's in there, could still snap. I don't want that after all this time. So we really got to be careful, don't we? And Kim, you're listening while driving to work again? Oh, that's all right, so long as it's very safe, hands-free, all that stuff. And good morning, Sarah. Lovely to have you here again this morning. Now, I will whiz over to the cards in a sec. I'm just letting that scroll, just checking that I'm live on YouTube properly. Yes, and I think I am on my, rosboundy page. That's okay, my rosboundy profile. All these different places and spaces. I am going to the 5 destinations. I love that, Clover. It's just something about the green, the clover, that lucky find the 4 leaves, I suppose. It's one of those things I can remember doing on the school oval when we were kids. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? Now, here are the cards. Beautiful, beautiful cards. We've got the owl card being don't let anyone rustle your feathers. And I'd have to say, even when some of the stuff goes wrong, like my first effort at doing the live button, it said unauthorized. I had to go back out, log out, and re-log in to get back onto the live stream to work. So you just don't let it rustle your feathers. You just keep moving on. Take a next breath. And that's what this card is from the Inner Soul Guidance Oracle of Leanne and Debs. So release what no longer serves you and you find your inner energy and balance. And many a time that I've had to, thanks, Sandra, for that. So you'd be over on, I just can't remember where that activates from. It's on one of the pages, isn't it? Because it pops up like that. Probably my time. Actually, I'm not sure. Anyway, we can breathe into those moments where it really does feel tense. Just let it out and loosen off, back off. Sometimes it needs that. Just take a step back. We're not going in reverse. We're just taking a step back to allow space and breathe into what we're needing to set free. And loosen it off. And here we've got the Gilded Reverie, Lenormand deck. That's what we're using again, as usual, as per my weekday readings. And you like the t-shirt? Oh, cool. It's actually one. Oh, good morning, Ruth. Lovely to see you here too. I will switch that round because it's one that I got given as, you know how some of these places and spaces that are on, I've just got to go away from that thing. Stop dreaming, start streaming. It's the Ecamm fam. It's one that I got from Ecamm because what I'm using is the Ecamm live streaming platform as the how I manage shifting all of these. Like I can move that around and do all sorts of things in the background. And I've just noticed that I haven't even got my Rosband, and I'm just going to have to put that one up there because it's the rosboundy.com.au. See, I'd forgotten to put that one up. And I can do all of this stuff while I'm actually live streaming. Ecamm's a fabulous live streaming platform. And because I'd reached a milestone or something like that, I was able to actually get a free t-shirt. And I actually don't normally wear the round collars like this. And I thought today, it was the first one that I actually grabbed out of the cupboard. And I thought, stop dreaming, start streaming, start doing what's next. Don't keep dreaming about it, put it into action and do, which I think is probably what some of these cards are letting us know. And I'm about to go through the cards. That's what we're here for. So I don't think I've missed any other of the comments. So we're getting into the reading. We've got dog in our home space. We've got the cross in the workspace. And already a spammer. And we've got the heart in that unexpected. Now, was that yesterday's or the day before's? We've got fox in our role, and we have the magnifying glass in that outcome space. So beautiful cards in those spaces. I'm just going to try and find, I'm pretty sure I know which page that spammer is on. Because I'm an admin, I've got to do it from my side with the mytimetv.live. So I'm assuming that it's there. We'll just have a quickie look. I'll start off with the, and Facebook's not going to behave. So here we go. I'll do it later. Dog in that home space. It really is that unconditional love. That good morning, Sharon. It's part of the friendship circle. It's what we have in our home space. It's how we actually live daily life. It's those moments where, because a lot of us do have dogs, you all know that I do, definitely, and because we sometimes hear them scratching, like yesterday morning, rattling the table was what Russell was doing, and barking and etc. Look, they're just ready for joy and happiness at the drop of a hat, or the throw of a ball, or the taking the collar and put the lead on and taking them for a walk. They're just ready to go at any point in time. I think the message is for us to be ready to go at any point in time, to actually be connecting with those who are around us, our loved ones, our friends, and really bring in that loving energy, that unconditional love. Stop putting conditions on how we need to be loving each other, because it's just not the well, it causes problems, doesn't it, in the long term? Just accept and love each other as we are. We're each and every one of us on our own separate journeys through our life experiences, through what we need to be learning. And it does take that interaction with other people, yes, but we can do it in a very loving and compassionate way, and being ready with those moments of play, of sharing, of, take that ball and throw it to each other. And in that almost childlikeness of acceptance and joy, and bringing it forward as a, happy day. Already know that you're going to have a happy day because you're choosing it. And you look at that beautiful love in that eyes, that anticipation, that patience, that waiting. Well, stop dreaming, just go and do it. If you feel like you need to go and have a cuppa with friends, do that. If you need to go out and play, do that. Good morning, Kerry Ann. Lovely to see you here this morning as well. So that's what I'm feeling with the dog being in our home space. Now that we're moving over into that workspace, it's the cross. Now I'm feeling that there's some things that have been carried on from yesterday that you're still needing to do, and it's like that carrying the cross of responsibility. Well, some stuff is what you need to complete and do, but it's not taking on everything else and everybody else's what they need to be doing. You leave the things that aren't needed to be carried by you. That's like that breath. Drop this card. Here we've got it. Actually, I will leave it there just to remind us. So the breath is releasing what doesn't serve you anymore. And I think that's letting go those things that we feel we're responsible for that we're not actually. Just spend some moments, even in meditative breath, just to feel into, now, is this really for me to keep taking on or not into my day, and drop it if you don't need to. So I'm feeling that's more what you're needing to actually be sussing out with that today. Breathe into that. Gee, there's a couple of silly spammers. Anyway, I'm going to try and get over there and do that. So have a look at those two cards we've looked at already to sense into it, what you're actually needing to. I'm just going to do that. Yep. Shaz, have you been doing that? Someone has. So good. They're gone. Right. So as we're moving from that, they're very much, the dog is very much unconditional love based. Here we've got the heart, and this here is as well, when you look at it with the heart being that unexpected space of bringing in an awareness of that love. You're going to have those moments where it really is going to sort of knock on your door, touch your heartstrings, and bring it forward. Especially with the relationships we're having with other people, our family and friends in our home space, but also in the workspace, that you're bringing it into that with compassion, so that if there really is something that's shitting you off at work and there's other people around that are causing you grief, you can bring into it that level of forgiveness, because you don't know what journey they're walking. We're not in other people's shoes, and that's where that heartfelt compassion, and even if you may not understand it completely, at least bring it in as a level of understanding that you can let it go, what it's doing for you, that it's not your responsibility. So that's where I'm feeling the heart is coming into our day to day. I'm actually feeling it, really at the top of the head, and allowing that to flow from spirit through your whole body and into, every cell that you're working with today. Sometimes, that, what do you call it? The parasympathetic and the sympathetic, whatever it is with the physiology even, that it can affect how you're feeling bodily, physically. So allow it just to gently move through your body so that you are being who you are with love and compassion as much as you can be, and let that flow through your day. So, and you're doing that this weekend. You've got a girly night with a friend when you're looking after her children so she can go with her hubby and kitty. Oh, for Halloween. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you for sharing that, Rachel. That's a lovely way to move through with the energy, isn't it? Yes, great. Absolutely great. Now, we've got the fox in our role. I think that still is allowing things to be in their natural form of how and who we are. There are some that are the sneaky, sly foxes in the grass, not snake in the grass, but, sly foxes that really try to manipulate. Now, that's not being you. That's where you're not meant to be moving, is if you feel that you're trying to manipulate things around the way that you want them to be because you're always right type. Because there are those amongst us who do feel and think that way, that they're always right. It's just allowing the naturalness, and again, that understanding of, we don't know how others are in their own pathway. We can only partially understand that, but as soon as we put in that and recognize that heart space within ourselves as well, we can understand the natural order of what things need to be for us as far as our own pathway. And that's the only way really that we can walk your own talk and be your own truth type of thing. So, Fox, she hasn't been successful, or he, going back to, looking with, is it with regret, or looking with, oh, bummer, that one didn't work out, now I've got to work out something different. Or is it just, well, missed out that time, I need to go and look for food somewhere else? It's all of the combination of who we are in that fox, as, looking backwards, looking behind. For us today, focus forward and feel that, right, okay, we've just got to give it another go in whatever situation it is. That's what I'm feeling with fox being present today. So we're going to be moving, as by the end of the day, we've got the magnifying glass. There might be some things that we can learn from that we haven't through the day. So we're going to look at by the end of the day, or look at each situation as we're being present in it, each step of the way, with that magnifying glass, with looking at it in more detail and sort of wondering, now what's next? What is it that I need to learn from that? Taking that to the next experience, that next step, that moving forward, that actual, instead of dreaming, doing. So I think really what we're moving through in today is just keeping us moving forward. And, some of those dreams that we feel that we've had, we're starting to act on, because we have had some pretty active type of days going by the cards in the last couple of weeks, that we are continuing to move it forward and not procrastinate. But in all of it, really, I'm feeling the energy of, it is the love, it's the unconditional love, it's the love, it's the bringing it all together from that heart space of who we are. And I think a lot of the time it's understanding who we are first. How are we behaving? How are we doing? How are we being? And I think so much of the time that we're autopilot almost, because it's coming up for a busy time of the year. We're now almost Halloween, even though we don't really have that as a thing in Australia as such. Well, I'm out of it, as in I've never done it. So my understanding is some of these types of things that we've picked up as commercialized products, because marketing tells us we need to buy. I do feel that we're needing to question all of what we do and how we are being in our own essence, in who we are. And that does move us forward into just questioning what's in this as my lesson, or do I really need this do I need to be doing this? It's questioning, is it for you or is this for somebody else, as far as what you're feeling and sensing? Because remember, we are practicing and tuning into our intuitive senses each and every morning here, so that you're actually having that awareness. You have the skills to actually interpret and analyze, and feel into what is for you. Getting more and more of that practice up so that you can be the best you that you can be. Okay. And Rena, perfect cards once again. That sounds like the pirate. Thank you, Ross. Have a magnificent day to everyone. Yes, have a magnificent day. And instead of continually dreaming, there's nothing wrong with dreaming, but we need to put, when you start to feel that push from spirit, be guided by your intuition. Trust your intuition, that who you are and who your spiritual connections, guides, helpers, angels are guiding you. They might not be telling you absolutely directly, but you certainly get those impressions and intuitive senses. You like doing certain things. Don't you think that's the direction you need to be turning to? The dreams that you have, they're things that you want to be doing. And you're guided into, that's your own soul contract. That's your own soul, your heart connection, guiding you into it. And your spiritual connections are part of that. So certainly trust what you're receiving, test it out a little, but stop dreaming and be who you are to the best that you can. Okay. And we've got Nat saying, thanks, Roz. Very positive spread. Enjoy your Wednesday, everyone. Absolutely, for everyone. And thank you, Kim. Have a great day, everyone. Sarah, thank you. Everyone, have a great day and a good luck day too. You make your own luck. Trust that instinct. Trust that intuition. Thank you, Rachel, and you have a wonderful evening too. Over there, in. I've got to find it again in the list. Somerset. I knew it was an S. Thank you, everyone. Keep being the best you that you can be, and we'll see you. What's today? Oh, Wednesday. Look, I might be a little later off time tomorrow. I can't remember what time I put it as. I think it's 10 because I will be on the road. We have got Leanne and I heading off to Bordertown tomorrow for our weekend of readings. So it'll be, I can't remember what time it was that I've scheduled that. Let me have a quickie look. Does it? No, it doesn't let me see. Anyway, keep an eye out. I think it's 10 o'clock. I'll be on the road, actually doing it on the road. And it might not be the cards. I don't know how we're doing it tomorrow. So certainly for those who are in the Bordertown, Mount Gambier area, spread it around that week. I still have some appointments available. I think Leanne might be fully booked, but hey, check it out anyway. And thank you, Rachel. Spot on us. Oh, I put yours up, didn't I? And Melange. Oh, I don't know how to spell it. Sound that name. Lanjana. Interesting. Very nice name. Now, this is a general card spread reading. So I'll just pop back to the cards again so that you can see them. And you pick out a card from these 5 that your eye goes to. And that is what message you're going to have for your day today there, Lajana. this one here. I'll just go there. So Spirit does have it a lot for you, okay? And Hearts Love Joe. Certainly, hi, and you've liked and subscribed. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. I'm just finishing for this session now, so that's wonderful. So read into the cross what it means for you that you're carrying too much as a responsibility. So that's all I'll say as a personalised little message for you, and that's this one here. I'll just put it. My button finger. There you go. So you've chosen the cross. Each and every one of us, hi Kat, each and every one of us can just do that same thing. Pick one of the cards out of these 5 and that be your mantra or your emblem for the day, whether it's going to be the dog or whether it'll be the fox or the hearts or swans even. It doesn't have to be hearts. It's what you're getting as your inner message from these cards. Okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Tomorrow morning again, it'll be a bit later because of the fact we're on the road to our weekend of readings. After that, I think the Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning should be the 8 o'clock as usual. If I can connect where we are via mobile methods to do the card readings, it'll be a little different to what you're seeing for today, but that's fine. So spread the word around. I need to do a bit more marketing. It's all as it is, isn't it? So it's wonderful to have you here. I'm going because I need my brekkie, and we'll catch you tomorrow sometime. And it's Wednesday. Yeah, Leanne is having her usual hour of readings tonight at 8:30 on mytimetv.live too. Thought I'd just remind you of that one for those who do want to have those little mini messages. Okay, so keep being the best you. Namaste, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Bye for now.